Today we are going to see how to build this Neumorphism UI with all the shadow effects, light and dark, with the convex neumorphic design and concave neumorphic design. We are going to see how to build this seek player with all the time duration. And over here we can change this music. And tapping on this button, we are going to be in our playlist screen. In this playlist, we are going to see all the current music list. And while selecting any music from here and going back, we are going to update our player screen. Okay, so for the starter files, you can find a branch name as a starter project, and from this branch you can take a clone. For taking the clone, you can go over here and you can download a zip, or you can copy this URL. So you are going to find this URL in the description. So let's begin with our project. Here we are with our demo code. So what I did, I have created an app color file with all the colors which we are going to use in this. Then we have our model, music model, which is containing all the details with a list of data which we are going to use in this. Then we have a asset folder which contains all the images which we are going to use in this. So let's begin. First of all, let me remove all this, and going inside, I'm going to create a folder name of a screen, and inside this screen I'm going to have a file of player screen. So we are going to use a shortcut of HTF to create a stateful widget. Give it a name, player screen, and copy this and replace this with the name. Click on the eye. Now I restart once. So we are obviously with a black screen. Let me wrap this with a scaffold, and inside scaffold save it. Okay, let me quickly remove this debug banner. Come to the main file and type debug so check banner, make this to false, save it, and it's gone. Going back to our scaffold, we are going to set a background color. Okay, because we have a different background color which is coming from our app color dot bg color. So I name it as a bg color, save it, and you can see a color difference. If you want to see, you can see it is over here inside the constant. Okay, we need a body, and inside the body we are going to have a column. So we are going to create these buttons first, one by one. Okay, so for that I'm going to use a container, and container is going to have a decoration of a box decoration. Inside this decoration we are going to have a color which is app color.bg color. and the shape is going to be box shape dot circle. So for using this box shape dot circle, we need to give a width which we are going to give right now 60, and height is going to be 60. Okay, so we are getting an error, just need a comma. So let me make it black so it will be visible. Okay, so it is over here. So let me wrap my column with a safe area. Okay, now it is in a good place. Bring my color back to BG color. Now this neumorphic design work with this shadow. So I'm going to use a box shadow. It is going to take a list of box shadow. The color is going to be, my first color is going to be app dot white. Then we need to set a blur radius. Let me give it 20, and offset will be offset of 10 of minus 10 comma minus 10. Okay, let me save this. So I guess you barely notice we have something over here, a white shadow. Okay, let me make let me wrap this column with a padding, which is going to be, for now it is going to be a 20. So I guess it is a bit more visible. Okay, now we need another shadow. Let me place a comma over here and then duplicating it, and this is going to be a BG dark color. Everything is going to be same, just we need to remove this minus and save this. So with this you are able to see how it is looking like. It get elevated up. To add a const, so this lint issue is gone. Okay, so what I did, I created a shadow which is required to make it visible. So basically this shadow is the neumorphism. Okay, so according to our design, we are having something elevated over here. We got the base, but it is not much elevated. So we need to make this. For that, what we are going to do, in this container, I'm going to add one more container, and we'll just copy this. And we don't need this box shadow. Shape is also not required. We are going to use gradient, and I'm going to use a linear gradient. It is going to take a list of color, and our first color will be app color dot white, and our second color is going to be BG dark. Now save it. So you are able to see like it is looking like a square. For that we have to go to this container, our parent container, and inside this I need to use clip behavior, and it will clip dot alias with, and now save it. It gets this shape, but it is not aligned yet. Now coming back to our color, just put a comma and format it. We need to give a beginning position, which is going to be alignment dot top left, and end is going to be bottom right, and save it. Because we are creating a effect, a light effect, which is coming from top left to bottom right. Okay, so get completely merged, so you are not able to see that particular effect. For that, we need to give a padding in our parent container to give some space. So it is going to take edge insert dot all. I'm going to give a 3 for now as a constant value. So it is there, but it is not getting the proper shape. We need to add a shape box shape dot circle. Now it is coming to our design. Okay, let's extract this because we are going to use this widget everywhere. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit command and dot and extract as a widget. So I'm going to give it as a name. So this is our widget. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take all the parameters from this widget. So I'm going to take the size of this widget. I will take a widget to place our icon, name as a child. Then I need a function of voice callback to give on phrase. Passing this blur, distance, like how far the shadow is going to be, and then I need a list of colors which can be nullable as colors. So just go over here, click on this, import all the parameter fields, hit a save. It is going to format you for. Okay, now quickly change this size with size, and if we are not going to have color, then we are going to use bg color, or we are going to use the color in our list. I'm going to check the color is equal to null, then use this, else we are going to use color, and it is going to come from the index 1. And we are getting this error because we are defined as a const, so we need to remove it and use it over here. This is going to take a blur. 10 is going to be my distance. Save it, format it. Okay. In this, we also need to change the color. So you are going to see later why I'm doing this. Color, if it is not null, then we are going to use this. Else, no, we need to remove this constant. And this child we are going to use. Okay, all set for now. So let's see, we are getting this error because it needs thing. So size we are going to pass 60. Another thing required a blur of 20, comma, distance of 10. Okay, so coming back to our button, what we are going to do, like we don't want to give every value in this. So over here I'm going to remove required for this blur and distance, and we are going to give a value 20 for blur and 10 for this. So our only required field will be size and child. So going back to this, we have size, and now we have to pass the child, and child is going to be icon and icon dot border. So we are getting this. So in this icon, I need to change the color, and color will be app dot secondary text color. Save it. So it is getting in shape. So what I need now, I need to cut this file from here and create a widget folder, and inside this I'm going to create another file. I'm going to paste our thing over here. First import material, then import this color, and we are good to go. Coming back to our player screen, we need to import this. Just remove these two. Save. It is working fine. If I want another, then what I can do, I can just copy this and save it. So we are having another, we can change this icon to anything like menu, and we have this. Okay, so now we need to create this. We have already buttons, and now we have to add the text. Okay, so let me wrap this into a row so we can use it over there, and cut this, paste it after slow, and save it. Now we have to add a text in between, so I'm going to use text, and inside this text I have to add dot to uppercase. Save it. So we have the text, we need to align it. For that we need to use main axis space between, so it aligned properly. Now we need to change the style of the text. I'm going to choose the style over there. We need to use text style. So inside this text style we are going to use the color, same color which we are using in our icon, and font size will be 14, font width will be bold. Okay, so this row is complete. Okay, so now we are going to build this circular. For this we are going to use the same thing but in a bit different manner. So what I'm going to do, coming back to our neumorphism button, we are going to define a string for image. Okay, so I'm going to build this string and give a name of URL, and can be nullable. We need to import this field, so we have it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, if we are going to get this image, okay, so then we are not going to use this container. So if we are going to have image not equal to null, then I'm going to use a circle avatar, and inside the circle avatar I'm going to pass the background image, which is going to be asset image, because I'm using asset image in this particular project. So we need to pass image URL and nullable. So save this, our changes are done. So going back to our player screen, where we need to use the same. Okay, one more thing, we need to change this child as a required property in this, because child is required, so it is going to give us an error. So let me make this nullable. Okay, it is nullable. Remove this and will work fine. Okay, coming back to this particular file, copy this, and after this row we are going to test it. Then I need to pass image URL, and the image URL is going to be our asset, and copy this relative path. If I save, I am able to see my image over here. Okay, now we need to change the size. For that size we are going to calculate it. For that I'm going to use the media query, and here we are going to give size dot width of 80% of our screen, so 0.8, and we need to remove constant. Save it. Yeah, we have this, and as our shadow we have to pass distance as a 20. Now we have a large shadow. Okay, and the padding is less, so we need to pass the padding, but we don't have any padding over here, so we need to go back in this and we need to provide a padding. Padding is basically a double value, so I'm going to copy this at the bottom, and padding, we need to import this and make it nullable, not required. Padding is null, then it is going to use 3, or else we need to provide the padding. So for this I need to provide the padding, the padding is going to be 10. So now it looks good. So let me create one variable. So it is going to hold the index of. So it is going to be type of int, and we are going to make it private parent item plain. Change some value, like in this I'm going to pass the value which is coming from our music model from here. So copy this and going back to our paste, do import our music model. Then we need to pass our current index dot image URL. So if I'm going to save, and one more thing for, let me copy this. Okay, coming to our icons. So I'm going to paste this. It is where if it is true, then we are going to show icons dot favorite. If it is not true, then we are going to show the border. We need to remove this part, save it. So we are getting it as true. After this, we are going to use text, and inside the text dot name, let me add a style to it. Text style, and inside this, everything is going to be same as here. Let me copy and paste it over here. So it is going to be 25 instead of 14. We have a name which is coming from our model. Let me add const. Now copy this once again, and now I have to give the artist. Save it. Okay, it is much bigger. Need to change back to 50. It looks okay. So I need to change the color of music, which is my name, and it is going to be primary text color. Okay, now we need to make our speak bar. Coming to, we are going to use slider, and the slider I'm going to length. So it is going to be length of our slider, which is coming from our model. And in on change, I'm going to use set state for this particular project, and we need to create one more variable which is going to update our value, and it is going to be a double. So in top, going back to slider, this is going to be max value, and for the value we are passing our current playback value. Current playback value is going to be our value. Save it and let's check it is moving or not. So we can slide it. Now let's change the color. So some color is going to be app color dot blue. Active color is also going to be app color dot blue, and inactive color is going to be app color dot bg. So we are having this particular color. So for indicating time in display, I'm going to use this only, like the font size is going to be same. So copy this and paste it below, and in this we need to pass the time. Let me drag it into a row and create one more for start and end time. Now I need to give alignment. Main axis alignment is going to be main axis alignment space between, and wrap this. The padding, and padding is going to be metric or horizontal, and for this I'm going, okay, so it's aligned with our player. And for changing this particular value, we need to pass our length, this length, max length in the path parameter. string. So we are getting this as a minute. So we have our value stored in the list as a minute. So now I need to convert this into this is a second value. I need to convert this into a minute. For that I'm going to create one function, a small function. So it is going to return a string, and I'm going to name a format time, and it is going to take a time. So will be a double, and final minute is equal to time plus 60. So while doing this, we are going to get the minute value by doing this, only the minute, not the remainder, and remainder is going to be our second. So let's make that. So time is 60 per minute and second. Now I need to return a string, and inside this string I need to pass minute with a dot, and another is second. And it is going to be two string as fixed. And copy this function, and where is it? So we are going to, and I need to remove this to string. Okay, so we are getting this. We don't need this to string. Right. And we have this. Okay, so going down, and we need to pass this clear, and we need to pass our current playback time. So save it, and we are seeing this difference. So if we are not playing, like we are at 0, then we are going to see this, and as we start moving after 60, we are going to have 1 minute. Let me give it a space. Coming to the top, we need to add main axis alignment, and it is going to be a space between. Let me have it. Okay, so these are getting too far, so let me wrap it into a column. So slider is here, adding. Let me wrap this into a column, and this is also going to be inside this column. Okay, same we need to do with our text. This text, wrap this into a column, and we need to cut it and paste over here. So it came closer. Okay, now we are going to build this. Okay, for that we already having our widget. So coming down after this column over here, we are going to need a row passing the children, and we are going to use same button which we are using over here. Copy this, go down, and save it. We are having this. In this, we are going to have a size difference. So instead of 60, we are going to pass 80. So it's bigger, and we need to pass icon skip previous rounded, and this size is going to be 35. Okay, I need the same Now main axis will be placed evenly. Copy this button one again, and in this we are changing some parameter, like it is going to be pause, but we need a different effect. So now it is giving a concave effect. We need a convex effect with a different color. For that, I'm going to pass color, and color is going to be app color dot blue top dark and app. So we are getting this color. Now change color of this to white. So here we are done with our player screen. Okay, so starting with our second screen, I'm going to create a new file, name it player. It is also going to be a stateful. Okay, for navigating into this, we need to add a clickable event in this. So what I'm going to do, coming to this Neumorphism button, I'm going to wrap this with the gesture detector and also pass on tap. And on tap is going to be my voice callback on this, which we have declared earlier. Okay, and it is nullable, so not applicable for every button. Where we want to use it. Coming to this menu button, I want to use convex, and it is going to take, okay, we need to remove this const. We have added this. So now I'm going to click on this. I'm going to navigate into a player list screen. So let me change empty container with a scaffold, and the background color is going to be app color dot bg color. Save it, and sorry, with the safe area. The child is going to be another column. So we are going to build this particular screen for our player list. So first of all, so we are going to build this first, just a simple text. So coming inside this column, I'm going to do a text here. So this is my text, and need to convert this into two upper. Save it, and it is also going to use our same style. So let me grab this. Okay, this is our same old style. Okay. Okay, so we have that. Now I need to have one row, and it is going to be here. And inside this row, I need two buttons. One is going to is favorite. Let me copy this and import this button. We don't have. We need to import this for now. And let me pass 0 button. So I'm having this button as a like button, and another button what I need. I copy this, and it is going to be arrow side bounded. Now we need to place that same layer image. So for that I'm going to use that same image which we have used over here. Let's copy this and paste it over here. Okay, for this I need to create a size. So we have provided this size. Let me make it again 0 for now, and this I'm going to use. Okay, this looks fine, and we need to change this padding, and padding is going to be 8. Inside this row we need to add mean axis alignment is between, save it. Now like we need to give a new padding index. For that I'm going to use a container because we need to give some additional height. Symmetric of horizontal 20. And down over here I'm going to give a height, and height is going to be size.height of 0.3. So it came down. Okay, let's change this value to 45. Okay, from top we need to add a size box, height of 20, adding curve everywhere. So this part is also complete. Now coming back to our list, we are going to build this list. Okay, for that, after this container we are going to use expanded, and in this expanded I'm going to use list view builder and filter. Okay, there's comma missing, so I'm going to use container for this, and inside this container I'm going to pass child. Child is going to be row. And inside this column I'm going to use same text. And this is going to come from our music list. Okay, music list. I'm going to pass just 0 index for now, and going to be a name. Save it, and we are able to see our list, scrollable list. A few more things. We need to give item count, and item count is going to be music list dot length. So we have this many items, music item in our list. For the style, we are going to use the same style of our primary color with a font of 18, and we need to copy this and here I need to pass artist with a font of 12, and it is going to be secondary text. So in this container we need to give a weight. For that we need to add a margin of and insert dot symmetric of horizontal 10 and vertical of 5. After that margin I need to add a padding, so let me copy this and change it into padding. Padding is going to take 20 and 15. Okay, so now the color part. So coming to a decoration, we need to pass the box decoration. Inside this I need to have a color. Color is going to be color dot secondary text with opacity of 0.3. Save it, and here we are. And border radius is going to be border radius of circular of 15. Okay, now I have to show that button, and I need to align this. For aligning this, I need to give a cross axis alignment to start, and after this column we can have our Neumorphic button. So Neumorphic button, it is size, and here our size is going to be 50. Okay, so we have that particular button, and in child we need to pass this icon, and we are going to change it. For that, I need to create one more variable, and it is going to be late int up, and we are going to use this index. But before using this, we need to get this from our constructor and select index. And okay, so we are having it. Now we need to define init state, and inside this init state I need to choose this index and widget dot state. Okay, so now I need to pass this index from here. So we already having our current playing item, so we can pass that, and let's restart it. Going to this screen. Okay, so now we can use this select index. So what I'm going to do, if my selected index is equal to index, then I'm going to show this, else I'm not going to show this. Let me save. So we have only one selected over here, which we are passing from constructor. Now let me change the button. So coming to this button, we are going to use the same equal to index, then use this, else we are going to use, so this is going to be color dot white, rounded, save it, and we need to change the color, and the first color is going to be color dot blue, top dark, and the second color is going to be the blue. So we are having a play. Okay, now let me give spacer in this row. So we have this column. I need to add a spacer. So it align it at the edge, giving a space between this. Okay, so add a function modifier everywhere. Okay, so let me wrap it with ink well. For a gesture detector, on tab we are going to change for index. So we are going to use set state and selected index is equal to index, and let's see it work or not. So it is working. Whenever we are tapping on anything, it is updating. Okay, now when I'm going to tap, it should change this image, and we want all this name according to our index. So for that, we are coming and we are changing this 0 with selected index, and artist is also going to be selected index. Let's restart this. Okay, so we are passing actually 0 over here, so we are going to change it. So it is changing according to the index, so we don't want this. Okay, so what we are going to do, going to our top container, and inside this I'm going to give this selected index, save this, and it is updating according to the image. Okay, so here we have to use selected index, save this, and inside this list we are going to use only index. Okay, so we are having one list, and if I'm going to tap, everything is going to update according to that. Okay, so while going back we need to change our player screen. For that we need to add a pop over here. So there it is. Okay, going back. So on press we are going to use navigator dot context, comma, selected index. So we are passing our index back to this part and save it. Okay, for now we are fine. And if I'm going to pop, I'm going back. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to listen for this. So over here I'm going to int of select, and it is going to await. We need to add a sync modifier to this, and when it is done, then we need to use set state, and current in item is going to be selected index. So what is going to happen when I'm going to pass my selected index from player screen, then I'm going to listen over here and setting it in this particular screen. So let's restart once, go to this screen, choose this, go back, and we are having that. Now going back again, choose this, never be like you, and we are having this. Okay, now few more things. What if I choose this and go back, and when I come again, I'm not able to see which of my music is selected. It is selected, but it is down over there. So for that, what we are going to do, player, we are going to animate our index scrolling position. For that, we are going to need a scroll controller, which is going to be a scroll controller. We need to size it, and we need to pass the same scroll controller to our list in controller property. Like this. Coming back to our init, we need to use widget binding dot instance post from callback. So what it does is wait to build our UI. Then for that we are going to build a method for calculate scroll position, and we are going to pass our controller. So we are going to create that function, listen to our scroll controller. Inside this function, I'm just checking my total length, my music list. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to check my max scroll for that particular list, and we can get it from our scroll controller dot position max. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to animate, or we can animate over here. Animate, we are going to animate it. Animate to, we need to pass the offset, and the offset is going to be our scroll position divided by total length into factored index, and the duration is going to be duration millisecond millisecond of time. We just want it to be quick, and for the curve I'm going to use curve dot ease curve dot ease in. Now let me make this button workable so we can change the music directly from here. You can see the effect. Okay, so going to down this skip button, we need to give on press, and definitely we need to remove this const. And in this on press, we are going to use set state underscore current project item plus plus. So if my current item playing is less than music list dot length -1, then only I'm going to update this. Okay, and we copy this and paste this over here, removing this part. And if my is equal to 0, current playing item is greater than 0, then only I'm going to minus it. Save it, restart once, and let me check it is working. Yes, we are able to see like our time is changing. We can scroll this, but we are not going to work on this further. We can go back, we can go further, so we can slide on this, and with our change it is updating. Now when I'm going to click on this particular button, we are navigating into our playlist screen with this music selected and visible. Okay, so we are facing some issue. Let me check it. So this is our fault. I need to add post frames. Call back, save it, and restart. I hope we solved our issue. We can change to any list, and if I go, and yeah, we don't have any error. So we need to change it into add post frame callback, so it will work fine. So here we are done with this. We can change to any image, and we can go over here. We scroll down, go to this music, go back, and it is updated over here. So this is it. Thank you for watching.